Hello and welcome to Journalism 3050 at UNC Charlotte. My name is Derek Nelson, and we begin today with the story of UNC Charlotte's increasing gender equality efforts throughout campus. Megan Speck reports about UNCC's newest venture, gender-neutral bathrooms.
I'm reporting live at UNC Charlotte, where the Trans Committee and the Office of Disability Services are teaming up in a joint effort to establish gender-neutral bathrooms in every academic building on campus.
So the purpose of the Gender Neutral Bathroom program was to create safer spaces for our trans-identified students, as well as creating accessible spaces for students with disabilities, and making sure that both populations were served at the same time.
It's evident that Josh Bliffer has big plans to start for this project, but what does the student body think of the future of gender-neutral bathrooms?
I think it's fine. I mean, part of me doesn't think it's necessary because I think that they should just go wherever they want to, I guess, honestly. But I know a lot of other people are really opinionated about it. So.
The ones we have are already fine. They shouldn't have to spend more money to divide up boys and girls bathrooms.
So the overwhelming majority of responses we've got have been positive.
For more information about the gender-neutral bathrooms here on campus, you can go visit the Multicultural Resource Center on the second floor of the Student Union. From UNC Charlotte, this is Megan Speck.
The bathrooms are not the only new addition on campus. UNCC has recently started construction on a light rail to take students to uptown Charlotte.
They're building pretty quick, though. I'm pretty, surprised with how fast the project's moving along. Trains as a way to move people around is not very efficient, and I don't believe it's worth it for the cost. Cars are a lot more flexible. You can go anywhere with those. On a rail, it's just one direction.
I feel like it's going to be a good thing because for kids that don't have cars, they're going to be able to get uptown quickly, but then it's just going to be inconvenience for like people who you don't want to be on campus can just get here for like $2 kind of thing.
Transportation, like a way to get downtown, so it might kind of attract more people. But I mean, I guess it would make it easier for people who are going out to go downtown if they don't have like rides and stuff.
I think it's a good idea, but I don't think they should do it during school hours, especially during finals.
I can't wait to get on that light rail. I'll probably never be able to see.
I, for one, think it's a really good idea.
Our next story, Charlotte is one of the top 10 fastest growing cities in the U.S. As it continues to grow, so does the campus on UNC Charlotte. Over the last few years, Charlotte's campus has seen new dorms go up with the completion of 3 in the last year. The attention is now on renovating the old-style dorms of Haussler, Sanford, Moore, and Scott, located in South Village. Renovations will include safer windows, an updated look, and more beds to accommodate the large growing university. Each dorm will be renovated for the next 3 years, with Haussler currently being updated and others following suit until 2018. Students on UNC Charlotte's campus have a lot to worry about, while finals, tests, papers, projects should be their only concerns. Unfortunately, crime on UNC Charlotte has been a big issue recently.
I feel safe during the day when I'm on campus, but when it comes when it's 10 o'clock at night, I definitely stop feeling as safe, and I tend to walk with people to places. So I'd really like it to get safer at night, or make me feel safer at night, because honestly, I don't go to campus at night or I go with a friend.
Feel safe on campus because there's always people walking around, so I'm never actually feeling alone. We have the blue lights everywhere, so I don't really know what I would change. I think it's pretty safe already.
Although it's been under scrutiny over the past couple of years, Greek life at UNC Charlotte has recently banded together to help Nick Newberry, a fallen brother of Sigma Alpha Epsilon. Dina Pobdonovich is reporting live from the UNCC soccer fields.
I'm standing here live at the Charlotte soccer fields for a soccer tournament benefiting Nick Newberry. Newberry recently suffered from a traumatic brain injury, and the support from the entire Charlotte community has been overwhelming.
Well, when I was at the prayer circle, I was kind of touched by how everybody was so passionate and how much everyone cared for Nick, and I wanted to do something in a way that my team could give back.
Behind me, Newberry's fraternity, SAE, and the women's soccer team have come together to host a soccer tournament on his behalf.
First off, the turnout was amazing. I was not expecting that many people, but it was great. Like everyone had a great time. We raised a bunch of money for it.
All money raised will go to Newberry's family to cover medical costs.
Tournament alone, we raised over $3,000. I think we raised $2,000 in fees and then $1,000 plus people just coming to watch. It just blew my mind at how many people were out there, and it was awesome to see the community come together.
From UNC Charlotte reporting live, this is Dina Pobdonovich.
Thank you, Dina. Newberry's fraternity recently started a GoFundMe page to help provide relief for a substantial family medical health costs. Recently, the page was featured on Total Frat Move, a nationally viewed college life website, and currently they have raised nearly $23,000 in a little over a month. If you would like to donate, please visit gofundme.com/PN2F4G.
We'll be right back.
UNC Charlotte is North Carolina's urban research university. Located in the heart of the state's largest metropolitan area, UNC Charlotte offers hundreds of academic choices for undergraduate and graduate students. More than 25,000 students currently attend classes on the university's 1,000-acre campus. Through research and academic programs, collaborations with businesses and organizations, and a thriving Division I athletics program, UNC Charlotte is staking its claim to the region and beyond.
Jasmine Rivers. And my name is Nicole Monchner, and you're listening and watching to Tobin News. So today, with all the events at UNC Charlotte, we have Courtney Reese at Relay for Life.
I'm here in Houghton Arena at Relay for Life, an annual community event to support the American Cancer Society. At the Relay, individual teams walk the track and compete to raise money for cancer research. Students relay through the night with games and activities to keep them going. Because cancer never sleeps, each team has one participant on the track at all times. At the relay, there are laps dedicated to survivors and caregivers. To close the relay, there is a fight back ceremony to take action toward treatments and prevention. Thousands of people came out tonight to support the American Cancer Society and their loved ones that have fought cancer. In Houghton Arena, I'm Courtney Reese reporting.
Okay, so you admit that college is very stressful. Very stressful. Okay, so for one student, for senior marketing major Sequoia Addison, she is not only swimming, but passing out floats along the way.
Yoga is more than meditation for Sequoia Addison, but a way of life. It's helped her launch a blog, a business, land internships, been an inspiration for new art pieces, and helped her get through college.
I want to incorporate yoga in my business. I like to touch on yoga on my blog, and I definitely have yoga in my real life.
The inspiration for Sequoia's business didn't come out of thin air.
All my life I've done art. I paint. That's how I started my blog. I would do progression diaries showing the paintings that I would do. So marketing just gave me a way to still be creative but also learn, the business side of things.
And learn the business she did, the marketing major has found the perfect way to incorporate her love of art and yoga by creating a unique business.
My business is called The Avenue. I offer brand clarity consulting to passionate entrepreneurs. And what that means is I help entrepreneurs become entrepreneurs by helping them get their businesses started. And I also help entrepreneurs who already are in the business get rid of some of that clutter and clarify their process, giving them a strategy, organization, and things of that nature. I encourage peace of mind. So one of my suggestions to one of my clients may be to, get on the floor, kick your legs up, let's do a little bit of yoga to start your day, because a lot of times if your mind isn't clear, neither is your work process, and that's why people get so stressed out at work. So I really wanted to offer that holistic approach to consulting with what I do and to make my consulting services different.
Although she makes it look easy, there are times when Addison gets unbalanced.
Yoga has been a way for me to get back on balance and really find out what's important to me, what things I need to let go, what things I should be working better on, and it helps me clear my mind. So starting out in school, I kind of was just here to be here. I was a first-generation college student, and it was a lot going on, and I tried to do too much, but I didn't really have any goals in mind. I just wanted to be involved. So by my sophomore year, I had a more clearer path on what I wanted to do. So I seeked out things that would help me get there. It's all been a matter of knowing what I want with my goals, and also being honest with myself, knowing not to overdo everything. A lot of times in college we lose ourselves and we're trying to do things for our parents or do things to get a career or do things for people in our organizations, and we lose what we want to do.
There's a method to creating zen and achieving greatness. The graduating senior has tips on how.
Start early and do what you want to do. College is a place for you to find yourself and really learn and grow, so use this time to figure out how to balance everything you want to do, from studies, which is why you're here most importantly, to figuring out what it is you want to do for yourself and how you want to express yourself creatively.
Some college students may be struggling, but Sequoia has found the perfect balance. If you want to get in touch with your inner self, visit her website at www.koilove.com or book a business appointment with her at www.theavenue.co.
She does seem very balanced. I should start taking yoga.
So UNC Charlotte offers more than just education to its students. The school is invested in helping students in need to thrive in college and rise to their full potential. One way is providing food for students.
Food Pantry allows students the opportunity to receive food items anonymously. It is a volunteer-based program founded by Kim Book and Sean Langley. Book, a psychology professor, spoke of her experience at conference that helped spark the idea.
We attended a hunger summit that was for all the institutions in North Carolina in the fall of 2012, and that's when we first learned about food pantries.
Lots of schools have food pantries, and since the conference, Book has been working with volunteer students to get it running and to raise awareness.
I believe that it can help a lot of people, not only in the short run, but also in the long run.
It's just kind of a recognition of an ongoing problem that unfortunately many college students do deal with. Want to volunteer or donate? Contact Kim Book. Also, drop by the Dean's office Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or Culver, room 3135.
I think that's like an awesome initiative.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, people should definitely go out and donate. So you admit there's always stuff going on campus.
I feel like I'm overwhelmed with everything.
Oh, definitely. UNC Charlotte is always finding new ways to keep the student body engaged, entertained, and connected.
The CAB, or Campus Activities Board, hosted the first annual Pajama Jam as the second part of the spring extravaganza. It is an effort to incorporate more ideas of the student body, but CAB is more than just parties.
It is the largest student programming organization on this campus, and so they are charged with providing opportunities and social programs for the entire community of UNC Charlotte, and you should come because students have already paid for it.
What exactly are students paying for? CAB events range from arts and crafts, multicultural events, to comedy shows. According to Malik Francis, CAB provides an alternative to college parties.
We basically came out tonight to support, to have fun, to just relax before exams and so.
CAB offers many activities like the Pajama Jam year-round. If you want to get involved with CAB, feel free to stop by the office in the Student Union on the second floor.
Parking is absolutely ridiculous on campus.
Yeah, I have to pay $400 just to park on this campus.
This school year, parking passes cost as much as $450 for faculty and students. People all over campus are concerned about these prices.
So I pay to park every day on campus, so I think it's actually a little expensive because I can't afford a parking pass.
I think there's a lot of parking on campus. Like it's available to everybody, but it costs a lot more than all the other in-state schools. Like I know I got friends at Williams who pay like half of what we do, and that seems kind of absurd.
I know students are concerned about money, and I know parking fees here are not cheap. They're not expensive overall, but they are far from cheap. I understand that, and that's one of the reasons we're trying to push off building any more parking decks. And anything that we can do as a parking management system to not have to build more parking will keep those costs stable.
State law requires campus parking to fund itself. UNC Charlotte has built 4 parking decks in the last decade, and this expansion has raised parking prices. Another concern is the availability of parking.
Kind of sucks, especially in the morning, because there's
hardly ever need parking spots, especially on the east deck, because I park in East Deck 3. So it takes me like 10 minutes just to try to find a parking spot, especially in the mornings and like around noon as well.
I've heard people with parking passes, they can't find parking sometimes.
There's adequate parking on campus, it's just not convenient parking for everybody.
Even at peak class times, parking spots are available on the top levels, most parking decks, and on lots 5A and 6. Be sure to leave yourself plenty of time to find an empty space. On a high note, next school year, prices will not be going up.
Just like the Pajama Jam, CAB has done it again with their annual end-of-the-year school party.
The event took place on Monday near the campus entrance at the front fields. Students enjoyed a variety of events, which included bull riding, inflatables, rock climbing, and a live DJ.
My favorite event has to be the bull. It's so exhilarating and it's a rush.
I like how I can be social with my fellow peers and get to know more people in the freshman class. I definitely enjoy that it's always during finals week. It's such a relief to have the opportunity to come out on campus with your friends and just enjoy fun things that the campus has to offer.
49er Field Day was definitely a splash hit.
Man, I didn't know they did that every year.
Yeah, next time you should come out.
Definitely.
We'll be right back.
What does it take to be a Niner? Many ask the question and want the label. But do they have what it takes to be a Niner?
You can sound the alarm, you can call out your guards, you can fence in your yard, you can hold all the cards, but I won't back down. Oh no, I won't back down. But I won't back down. Oh no, I won't back down.
Scott's rejoining us to talk about a art show that happened on campus that features study abroad students.
That's right. International students finally got to show their stuff to the rest of us. Last Wednesday, the Office of Education Abroad at UNCC held a photo exhibit in celebration of the adventures a handful of students were able to experience and capture through the lens of a camera. The event took place on the second floor of the Student Union. The doors opened for guests at 5 p.m. Wednesday night. Complimentary drinks and exotic foods were provided for those in attendance. The gallery consisted of photos submitted by study abroad alumni. Photos were obtained by a competition held for the students earlier in the semester. The three broad categories included portrait, self-portrait, and landscape. Later, a panel of judges chose which places to display in the exhibit. This event is something the Office of Education Abroad hosts every year in the spring and is welcome to anyone interested in checking out the gallery. It's pretty cool to go there, actually.
Definitely, the pictures are gorgeous.
Yeah. So we did a story earlier about how it's pretty dangerous on campus, but it's also pretty dangerous off campus, right?
Oh, definitely. A lot of students don't realize the dangers that off-campus provides.
With dorm prices skyrocketing, more and more students are choosing to live off campus. Students are gaining independence and are saving a little bit more money, but with that comes new threats for the college students.
I do know of a girl that lives off campus and was assaulted because of lack of lighting. It was just a really dark area and no one could see her or see the guy coming for her, so lighting is definitely an issue.
My experience of living off campus has been really bad. I got robbed and all my stuff was taken, and somebody actually got shot in my parking lot and showed up at my apartment bleeding out.
Back in 2013, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department found that 53% of its major crimes happen in neighborhoods containing apartment complexes around the university area. Despite these threats, thousands of college students decide to live off campus every single year. So what can apartment complexes do to keep the environment safer for college students?
We have more lighting. There's a lot of places that are kind of sketchy at night because there's not enough street lights, so that's just the only recommendation I would have.
If you live off campus, make sure you live somewhere with a gate, because that's our main problem is we don't have a gate, so we have like no security whatsoever.
Living in an apartment is a little bit risky compared to on campus, but as long as you do proper things such as keeping your door locked and windows shut and just look after your apartment, you'll keep yourself safe for the most part.
Well, I mean, obviously campus is going to be a little bit more safe because there's campus police, but the world is a dangerous place, so it's going to be danger wherever you go.
Reporting for Tobin News, this is Nicole Monshine.
Scary stuff, huh?
Yeah. Well, on a lighter note, Dogs visited campus this past week, and who doesn't love dogs?
Who doesn't love dogs, right?
Right?
At the end of every semester, countless students gather here at Adkins Library to work on final projects, study for exams, and some are even preparing for graduation. Sounds pretty stressful, right? Well, one group has a solution to combat that stress and make life a little easier for UNC Charlotte students.
The group's name is Pause for Exam Therapy, founded in 2010 by Carol Runyon, a former university librarian. Ken Finch, a dog handler and owner, has worked with the group since the beginning.
And she said, oh, you know, I'm the director at UNCC, and I've been thinking about this program, Pause for Exam. I said, but I don't know how to get therapy dogs. She wasn't familiar with that. I said, well, that's no problem. I can get plenty of dogs.
The dogs are instant favorites with many people, drawing crowds whenever they come around.
We've seen the same students come back year after year, and I think it relaxes them. I hope it does.
It's really nice. It's a nice stress reliever.
It's really relaxing and it makes me really happy to see them and be able to play with them.
I've been awake for over like 20 hours now, so it's helpful.
With such positive reviews, it seems like Pause for Exam Therapy will continue to bring their four-legged friends around for years to come. For Tobin News, I'm Scott Mullock. Well, with all the talk about dangers on campus, off campus, there's one that's overlooked, I think.
Definitely.
Here, at the University of North Carolina at Charlotte, a lot of students are now in exam week. However, amidst all the hustle and bustle of studying, the students have not realized that there is another species here to take over the human race, the geese of the University of North Carolina at Charlotte.
We have found the geese headquarters, conveniently located between the campus high-rises. Some say it is loaded down with guards, and that no one has gone in and come out alive. Lucky for us, we have made contact with one of the geese's highly trusted officers.
General Clarence Reginald. We're gonna go question him now. Excuse me. General Reginald, I have a couple questions I'd like to ask you about the geese takeover. You have a moment to stop. Are you gonna run away from me like that? Yeah, you run away from me, but you can't run away from your problems. We still have the main advantage of fear, but yet this is still absolutely diabolical.
Right under the geese's noses, we have several students who claim to know the ins and outs of the operation. Their identities have been kept anonymous for security reasons.
Hold up. Is this anonymous?
Yes, sir, this is anonymous. You're completely off the record.
Yeah, I know about them geese. They're some crazy fools. I wouldn't mess with them. Wait. Does that say my name? Man, what the?
Bro, what happened to your face?
Can you just ignore it? I'd like to forget about it ever happening.
Well, looks like you got beat down pretty bad.
Well, that's pretty much what happened. So about this geese, what's going on?
Word on the street is that something's gonna be going down on March 6th.
March 6th?
March 6th, and the geese playing a major role.
Students everywhere are now being escorted out of the main part of campus, as once again, the geese have the upper hand on human beings. I'm Mike DeMaio with Tobin News.
Probably the scariest danger of them all, right?
Oh yes, we should fear the geese.
Yeah. So, with Tobin News, I'm Scott Mullock.
And I'm Nicole Monshine.
Thank you for watching. Join us next time.